Welcome to the last edition of the Arts Newsletter for the fall of 2020. If you're like me, I suspect we're all ready for 2020 to be over. This has definitely been a challenging year. We at the Oak Cafe have certainly missed seeing all of our patrons, all of our friends throughout the semester. And in this time, we have additional challenges, as we may not have the opportunity to see friends and family for the holidays this year. So I think it's especially important that we take the opportunity to make things as special as possible. And one of the ways we can do that is by taking a couple of extra minutes to make things festive, make our food and our drink festive. So today what I wanted to share with you was a mocktail, or in the Oak Cafe, one of the things that we do every week is we do house-made Italian sodas. So I wanted to give you an idea of how we do that. It's really incredibly simple. A house-made Italian soda is a flavored syrup along with soda water. That's really all you need. The flavored syrups that we make are very easy. They're a classic simple syrup. And a classic simple syrup is typically equal parts of sugar and water brought to a boil. So in the cafe, we might do 10 cups of sugar and 10 cups of water. You might want to do 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of water. And then we add additional flavors to that. It can be fruit purees, it can be herbs, it can be citrus zest. All of those will give great flavor. But today what I'm going to suggest is something that a friend of mine, Neil, who runs the pastry portion of the Oak Cafe, showed me last year. And what we're going to do is simply take cranberry juice and reduce it down to create our own syrup. So we don't have to add any flavors, just take some cranberry juice. I typically take about 4 cups, put it in a pan, low heat, and let it simmer until it reduces by about 3/4. So if you start with 4 cups, you'll end up with about 1 cup of syrup. Now, depending on the cranberry juice that you use, I use regular cranberry juice, which is not the cranberry juice cocktail, so it's not super sweet. If you want it to be sweet, then I encourage you to add some sugar to the regular cranberry juice, maybe a cup of sugar to that 4 cups of cranberry juice to give you a sweeter syrup when you're done. If you buy the cranberry juice cocktail, it's already sweet. You could also buy the cran raspberry or any of the others to give some great, wonderful flavors to that syrup. So take the juice, reduce it. By the way, little trick, if you want to go low sugar, monk fruit sugar substitute is fantastic. It works very much like regular sugar. It does not spike the blood sugar. It's great for diabetics. And you can add a cup of that and boil it with your regular cranberry juice and get the same flavor and sweetness, in fact, even slightly sweeter than regular sugar. So monk fruit sugar substitute is great for baking as a substitute. It's a 1-to-1 substitute for regular sugars. So that's something you can do. So we're gonna go ahead and make a very simple, very festive mocktail. This is for you and your family, or if you've got little kids and want to make them feel extra special, this is a great way to give them an extra special drink to go along with the holiday celebration. So we have taken our cranberry juice, we have reduced it down, and I ended up with a cup of it, and I put some in our little pitcher here. Typically, in our Oak Cafe, we have our glass, and we're going to add about an ounce. Now, an ounce, if you have a little jigger, you can certainly use that. Or remember, in liquid ounces, it's going to be 2 tablespoons, so 2 tablespoons, and certainly adjust it to whatever size, glass, or flavor you want. So a little bit of syrup in the bottom. And then classically, if we're going to do an Italian soda, we would simply go ahead and add our regular sparkling water. Now, I'm going to tell you, I prefer or really enjoy using ginger ale. So if you like ginger ale, I think that ginger and that cranberry works really well. So there you go, a lovely, simple, festive Italian soda that you can make at home. If you want to get super fancy, you can Google how to candy cranberries. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. They look great. I don't think they ever taste all that great. You got the kids. You want to make them feel extra special. So go ahead and take, I remember being a kid, a champagne glass was awesome. Buy a couple at the dollar store so you don't care if they break them. And again, do the same thing. A little bit of that cranberry syrup. And in this case, I like the ginger ale. And we're going to have a beautiful, festive fun drink for the kids, for yourself. Make every night that you are home extra special with the family. These are great ways, simple ways to do that. Now, if you're like me, the mocktail is fun, but I really want the cocktail. So, if you happen to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you might just find a couple of cocktail recipes made with the same syrup. All right, have a wonderful, safe, fantastic holiday. All of us at the Oak Cafe wish you well, and we look forward to seeing you again, hopefully within the next year. Have a great new year.